Hello, everyone, and welcome to our practice today. My name is Eleni. So this will be a gentle hatha practice, mainly on the floor. If you'd like to use 2 blocks here or any props, feel free to grab them now, and we'll go ahead and get started. So let's begin here by working with our breath before we start moving. So find your most comfortable seat, whether that's elevating the hips or just sitting grounded here with the legs crossed. And then perhaps we soften or close the eyes. Take a gentle shoulder roll, reaching the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. It's creating expansion through the chest and collarbone. Noticing here the length of our spine. Starting to take your deep and full belly breaths. Breathing deep into the base of the belly. And exhale, softening the breath, releasing. Inhaling through the nose, bringing breath into the base of the belly, letting it rise into the rib cage. And the exhale softens the ribs and the belly. We'll inhale into the belly, higher into the rib cage, all the way to the chest and the collarbone. The exhale softens the chest, the ribs, the belly. So finding a few more cycles of breath at your own pace. Letting this breath anchor you here in the space of our practice. Allowing body and mind to arrive here and now. And if it calls to you or feels natural to set an intention for this practice, feel free to do so. We'll seal our intention here with a breath as we exhale. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, slowly lift the gaze. And we're going to begin here seated. So go ahead and just bring the feet together and the knees wide. Take your bound angle pose. Keep the spine nice and tall here as we take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, just softly start to hinge forward here from the hips. Just noticing that sensation here. Keeping our spine nice and long. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take that right leg out. I'll be mirroring you for this practice and bring that left foot towards the midline or inner thigh. We'll inhale, reach the arms high, take a deep breath. On the exhale, start to slide your forearm along the shin or behind the leg here. So just warming up here through the spine. You don't have to take your deepest variation. Inhale, we'll come back through the center. Take that left hand over to the left side. Reach up and over with your right arm. Inhale back through center. Let's switch the legs. Left leg out, right foot in. Deep breath, arms reach up. The exhale slides the left arm, reaching up and over. Inhale back through center. Just float to the other side. Inhale back through center. Beautiful. Let's come onto hands and knees here. We'll make our way into a tabletop. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Spreading the fingertips wide here. Taking that deep breath in as we draw the belly towards the earth. Tilt the sit bone high. Gaze lifts, heart reaches forward. On the exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Big stretch through the back. Inhale, belly draws down, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, soft round and tuck. 2 more here. Inhaling, deep breath. And exhaling. Inhale back through neutral. Extending our right leg back for a balance here. Toes are pointing down. Welcome to stay just as you are, or reach your opposite arm. Left arm reaches. We'll take a deep breath here. And exhale, let it go. Send that left leg back, right arm forward. Take your time to get set up here. So you're drawing in through the midline here to create stability through the back, through the core, and release. Wonderful. Let's extend that right leg back. We're going to pause here, take a deep breath. Exhale, start to shift forward slightly. We're going to lower halfway down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, lift. And last one, exhale. Draw your elbows in towards your rib cage and lift. Beautiful. Release the right knee. Extend the left leg back. Toes are pointing down. Nice tall spine here. Neck is long. Take a deep breath. We exhale, shift forward slightly. Shoulders are coming over the wrists as we dip, half push up. And inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Last one, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Some rounds here of Chakravakasana, which is a beautiful movement through the spine. So we'll sit the hips back towards heels for child's. And then you'll scoop your heart forward. And we'll come into our cow pose. As you exhale, you're going to round, tuck the tailbone, sit back. So inhale, you're scooping the heart forward. Exhale, we're rounding into a child's here. Couple cycles at your own pace, your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Take one more cycle. And we'll pause here. Beautiful. Let's start to take that right foot out. Come to the outer edge of that right hand. So here your toe is pointing out, and we're going to start to take circles here with the hips. So make sure your knee is comfortable. And just notice that sensation here between inner thigh, back of thigh. And you can always have hands on blocks for this one as well. Good. Start to reverse here, getting some movement through the hip joint. And back through center. Left side, left toes point out at an angle here. Knee in line with the toes. Start to roll your hips. And then reverse and go in the opposite direction. And back through center. Beautiful. Let's take a quick child's pose here. Hips towards heels. Reach the arms forward. Tent the fingers here. And then on your next exhale, start to walk your hands over to your right side. Feel that expansion through the left side body. Forehead is relaxing towards the earth. Keeping the fingers tented here as we inhale, come back through the center. Exhale gently to the left. Inhale back through the center. Good. And we come back to table. So I'm just going to spin towards you guys, but you can stay just as you are unless you want the horizontal length of the mat. So here we're going to come up into our tall kneeling with our right leg out. So we're coming into a modified warrior 2. Arms are going to reach out nice and long. We'll gaze over those right fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, find your modified side angle, forearm towards thigh, reach up, maybe reach overhead, palm is facing the floor. Good. Inhale, come back to your warrior 2, and we'll do side angle once again. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale back through the center. And last one, exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, release. Palms come down, spin that toe forward. Make your way back through your tabletop. Switch the leg. Left foot comes out. Knee in line with the toe. Or the heel, should I say. Arms reach out. Gaze might be over left fingertips. I'm not mirroring you guys for this one. I'm sorry. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, come back through warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale through the center. Release the hands, spin that toe forward. Good. Make your way back into tabletop. And we're going to come back to our knee here. So foot outside of the hand. Let's prop up onto our right thigh. So forearm to thigh. Now here we're going to take this left arm, reach up, take a big open circle with your left fingertips. So you're taking a full rotation of the shoulder. So we'll inhale, big lift, big circle. Exhale, rotate. Now, if this is too much or not comfortable, bend the elbow. Make it accessible for you. If it's comfortable for your neck, you're going to start to kind of bring your gaze in alignment with your hand. Wonderful. Let's switch directions. We'll go in the opposite way, almost like we're swimming with one arm. Different movement here. Different sensation. Good. Last one, deep breath in. Come forward and release. Now pause here, bring the palms to the inside of that right shin. And we're going to take a twist. So left arm reaches up. So you're pressing your upper arm into this right knee. Reach up with that left arm. Big twist here. Take a deep breath. Release on the exhale. Switch the legs. Left foot forward. Come on to that thigh here. Forearm to thigh. Inhale, arms reach up. Right arm, not arms. And rotate. Good. Inhale, big breath. Exhale. Option to bring your gaze if it's comfortable for your neck. Otherwise, find a drishti, a still point that you can look at for balance. And one more time in this direction. Big breath in and rotate. And then let's come forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Good. Swimming with one arm. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Deep breath in and exhale. Palms come to the inside here of that shin. Walk your left upper arm in line with that knee. Take a deep breath. We're starting to twist here on our exhale, opening the right side. And back through center, release. Little wiggles here through the hips. Curling the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here, just walking it out. Getting acquainted here with our down dog. So just bending one knee, bending the other, letting the head relax. Inhale, come forward into your plank pose. Rolling like a wave, doming out through the shoulders. Deep breath here. Exhale, lower the knees. Come all the way to the belly or shift forward. Chest and chin comes to earth. Bend the elbows. Inhale, we'll scoop the heart forward. Release the tops of the feet. Exhale, forehead softens. Inhale, baby cobra. So really use the muscles of the back here. Try not to push on the palms and use force here, but use your strength in the low back and mid back here. And we exhale, soften. And one more time, we inhale, lift. Baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up, table or plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. Right leg will lift. Take a deep breath here. Right foot comes outside of the right hand for lizard lunge. Forearm in line with the shin. Releasing the back knee, the top of the foot. Let's take a few breaths. Just warming up through that front hip flexor here on the left side. Breathe deeply here. If you need dynamic movement, it sometimes feels good to kind of shift back, lift that right toe, and then shift forward. So you can play here. Just do whatever feels good to you. If you want to keep that back leg lifted and work on strength, feel free to do so. This is your practice, your body. I am just a guide here. Beautiful. So if that back knee is lifted, go ahead and release it. We're going to spin that right toe out to the right corner and open onto the outer right edge of the hip. So now we come into this deep hip opener. Okay, so just a couple breaths here. We don't need to come too deep. Good. If you want to move into a twist, right palm comes to the inner thigh, start to twist so you gaze back here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful. We're going to do a challenge here. This may not be for everybody. So if you're comfortable here, you're going to shimmy this foot across and come into your pigeon pose. Now, if that's not happening, let's come back into downward facing dog, and then you can come into pigeon or recline variation on the back. So here we are, our pigeon pose. Right knee is behind the right wrist. Let's take a moment here to find the back bend. You might walk the fingertips back. Try to work the shoulders over the hips. Take a deep breath. Stay here, or you can start to lower. And here's where you might use a block. You can bring a block underneath the forehead. And we'll be here just a couple breaths, breathing into that right outer hip. Good. Another breath here. On your next inhale, start to walk the hands back. We'll curl that left toe, lift the knee, downward facing dog. And of course, if you're on your back, go ahead and make your way back to down dog. We'll take our lizard sequence here, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left foot outside of the left hand, lizard lunge. Do what you did on the other side. So if you stayed lifted here with the back leg, if you drop the knee, top of foot. If you started to move here dynamically, lifting the toe, working the hamstring. A couple moments here to just play with this shape. Good. So find your static lizard here. We'll drop that back knee if it's lifted. Spin the left toe to the left corner and open onto the outer edge of the left foot. Here we are. Open hip. Breathing deeply. If you took that twist and want to try it here, start to open up. Gently place that left palm onto the inner left thigh and then start to spin your gaze towards your elbow or even towards the back wall. And release the hand, release the foot. Option to shimmy across. Your discretion here, whether you want to come back to down dog, take pigeon, whether you want to come on to the back and take a recline variation. If you're here in our traditional pigeon, get situated and then start to work the heart forward. Take that gentle back bend. And you might notice here just automatically how this side feels different. There may be more mobility or there may be more rigidity. So of course we are asymmetrical. If you need to hang out in one space a little bit longer here, feel free to do so. When and if you feel ready, let's start to make our way towards earth. Forearms, maybe a block here, maybe the chest. Wherever you land, start to relax here, couple breaths. Beautiful. Walk it back. Take your time. Let's all meet in downward facing dog wherever you are. And pedal the feet, bend the knees. Dropping here, we come back into our tabletop. Couple rounds of our fire hydrant just to really work those glutes. We're going to lift that right knee, bring it out. Bring it back in. Good. Out and in. Out and in. Excellent. Keep that 90 degrees here. We're going to pump. So foot is flexed. We're going to pump up. 4. Like you're kicking the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Now pause. Take a deep breath. Exhale, round knee to nose. Squeeze. Inhale, we're going to extend the leg out so the toe is pointing down. Good. Exhale, knee to nose and squeeze. Inhale to extend. Last one, exhale. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Other side. Here we go. Lift that left knee, fire hydrant, flex the foot, bring it back in. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 90 degrees here, like we're kicking the ceiling gently for 4. We pump. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now deep breath. Exhale, round knee to nose, little squeeze. Inhale, extend the leg, point the toe down. Exhale, round knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, release. So start to wiggle your hips here, right to left. Just kind of shimmy it out. Gentle child's pose here. Toes touch, knees wide, forehead softens. Option to bring your palms together here. Come into prayer mudra and then bring your thumb to the base of the neck. Releasing here. Let's work our way into seated. So go ahead and bring the shoulders over the hips. Bring the legs forward. Let's take a round of boat pose. Many options. You can keep your toes grounded here. You can lift your knees. You can extend up. Do whatever variation is appropriate for you today. So try not to dome out or round too much, but lengthen, almost like your heart is being pulled up by a string. So we're going to get situated here, lift the knees, maybe the arms, or you can hold the thighs. You can tent the fingers. You have so many options here. Let's breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Release the feet. Hands come back. I like to bring my fingertips towards the body. Some people do it the opposite, or you can have them out to the side. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. Deep breath in. Press the hips, lift the gaze. Keep the neck nice and long. You don't have to drop the head. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the hips. Legs come forward. Arms reach up. Take a deep breath in. Hinge from your hip. Shift the torso forward. So I like to keep a bent knee just because we don't want to start with a rounded back, especially here in our more yang practice. We don't want to round too much. So find length, find the hinge movement, right? And then you can start to make your way deeper. So it's not about touching your toes. It's not about being the most flexible, but being very practical, being functional, being pragmatic in our practice. So none of us are going to look the same in our practice. Just like how each of us are unique, right? We have our own gifts. We have our own special skills, special characteristics and abilities. And that is the beautiful thing. So just honoring where we are without needing anything to be different, without grasping or reaching. And slow lift on the inhale. Right foot comes to that inner thigh. And you can always use the strap as well, so that will help you find length. If you feel that little bit of a doming out through the low back, grab a blanket. You can sit on an outer edge of a towel. Inhale. If we're not using a strap, reach the arms up and we'll just hinge forward here. Exhale. So once again, I'm just going to micro bend my knee, draw the belly towards the knee. Inhale, lift it up, walk it back. Let's switch legs. Right leg extends, left foot to the inner thigh. Deep breath here, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift, walk it back. Let's come onto our backs, bending the knees, keeping the feet flat. We come all the way down to earth. We'll take a few cycles of rolling bridge here. So as we inhale, we'll press to the feet, lift through the hips. Arms are going to float out, not out, but up and overhead, and the palms will face up. And then we'll exhale, lower it back down as we lower our hips. So we'll inhale, lift it up. Exhale, soft lower. And you can move at your own pace if you want to slow it down. And that way you can feel the articulation of the spine as you come down nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, deep breath. And exhale. Good. Bring the feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees fall in towards one another. Start to take big windshield wipers here. I'll encourage to go a little more slowly so you can really feel that depth of the stretch. And knees hug in here. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Big hug. Take a deep breath. Allow the knees to fall to one side. We'll come into our twist. Reaching that opposite arm out. Relax the back of the head. Gaze may be soft. Gaze may be over the opposite fingertips here. Whatever's comfortable for the neck. Inhale, we come back through the center. Take it to the other side. Exhale, reach out with that right arm. Inhale back through the center. Let's grab outer edges of the feet, ankles or shins. Happy baby pose. Spine stays nice and long here. So grab what's accessible so that you can make sure that we're not rounding or reaching, whether that's the shins or outer edges of the feet. You like to rock here a little bit. You may rock to one side and then the other. And find any other movement that you like. And we're going to start to make our way into the master pose, Shavasana. So I'll encourage you to really set up in a way that feels good for your body. Today I'm going to keep my knees bent, feet wide, and let the knees fall in. That's just one way to support the low back. You can also bring a bolster underneath the knees. Bring your heels to each corner of the mat, whatever feels good. Bring a pillow underneath the head. So many options here to get cozy and comfy. And as you start to settle, just take that one last sweep of awareness throughout the physical body. Acknowledging, noticing all the parts of the body that feel more enlivened, energetic, relaxed, strong. And then slowly let our practice begin to wash away, releasing it from the awareness of the mind, starting to let the body move into its most relaxed posture, feeling the body completely supported here. Releasing any bits of tension from the face, the jaw. Releasing it through the fingers and the toes. Feel free to stay just as you are. Or begin to reawaken here by wiggling the toes and the fingers, the ankles and the wrist. Maybe reaching the arms overhead, pointing the toes forward, taking a nice lengthened full body stretch. Take your time, let the knees hug into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. We're going to rock onto one side here and gently come back through seated. Reaching the arms high, just scooping all of your beautiful inner light and bringing it into the heart space. Keeping the eyes soft here. Coming full circle back to our intention that we set, honoring this intention, breathing it into the heart space and allowing it to expand out into the world. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you peace, love, and light on your journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you practicing with me. If you are a fan of guided meditation or gentle music, yin music, you can check out my sister channel that I'm working with, Mindful Metta. It's listed in the description below. And if you are not subscribed already, please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, if you have any requests. And thank you so much. See you next time.